Hello and welcome to another week of Revel recaps. It's the recap for week 4, and as always, I'm joined by the lovely Organized Crisis.
Hello?
Yeah, that's him. He's a little shy, but other than that, I think we are all set and ready to get started.
Yep. Um, I would like to start with Dirty Black Rats versus Knights saying Ni, my favorite team.
Okay, some initiative there. Which team do you want to start with?
Knights saying Ni.
Who would have thought?
So they didn't lose this week either, which means I'm
Yes,
still on the
we
streak.
still won't hear
Not
you
that-
sing. That's a little disappointing. But I think a draw is a good result here for the Knights.
Yeah.
Those Reds are a scary team.
So they get a level up on the Blitzer, Patsy.
Yeah, and another dodge. That's always good to have. He now
Yeah.
has 4 Blodge Blitzers, so any opponent without tackle will have quite a hard time dealing with them.
Yep.
Other than that, I think development-wise, nothing much happened. Let's take a quick look at any statistics. Yeah, seems quite even. SPP gain, okay for both teams. Yeah, I think there isn't too much to say, is there?
No. Just keep on not losing and preferably keep on winning, and then I'm happy.
Yeah, we want Organized Crisis to be happy. But what we actually want more is to hear him sing, so...
Wait, did he buy another lineman?
No,
The
I think
greedy
he had
shrubbery?
that one before. I think he had 2 Shrubbery alignments the last time, but I
Yeah.
might be wrong. Let's take a quick look. How many games has he played? 1 game played. See, I'm right.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, the dirty black rats, how are they looking? Yeah, I guess we have to talk about them. We can't just click them away 2 weeks in a row.
No. So two movement and one of them is a natural one turner. So yeah.
I mean, I think it wasn't quite enough in the game against the Brats, unless they didn't manage to score on their own drive. But I think rather the one turner maybe just didn't quite work out. I don't actually know, so hard to say.
Well, it's understandable though. It's kind of scary when the knights start saying me. You kind of stop and freeze there for a second. It's hard to
Yeah,
run around.
guess you have a point there. Now, I just looked up who got the MVP and it was a lineman. Other than that, do we spot any levels?
Um, I don't think so. No, wait. Did Lina, the Storm Vermin?
That could be true, and I think Mighty Blow is a pretty straightforward pick.
Yeah.
Maybe Tackle, but Mighty Blow is probably the better way to develop him more quicker, or more
No,
quickly.
Lina did not level up this time.
Yeah.
So yeah, no level ups.
I think also Slepnik was there the last game. Yes, he was even there for 2 games. So keeping alive a roster of 13 rats, that's not an easy task.
No.
But he's doing it, and he's getting some disgusting players ready to roll.
Yeah. I don't want to be a douche or anything, but we should implement a rule that is it's not allowed to have more than one movement and player in a team.
I mean, I would be fine with no movement 10 players at all, but
But two is just it's too powerful.
it gets a little bit silly, yes.
Yeah.
So next up, let's go with the X-Men in tights, because the Nurgle lost this week.
Oh, yeah.
Don't think there's anything that changed development-wise. Oh, and it looks like it was an admin win. Very interesting. Looks like the X-Men and Tides weren't quite available to play their game.
No.
That's also why nothing happened in the development, because you don't get any SPP when you don't play. I'm sure they will be in the back next week.
Yeah. So
And
let's just move right over to Rulers of Transylvania, maybe.
yeah, let's see if they picked up any good levels. And I see a strength lineman, strength up for all.
Yeah. Nice. That is actually quite decent, to be honest. Even though thralls aren't there to do much, but he can, if he gets some more development, he could become a good player.
It is a very, very bloaty roll for 90k for all.
Yeah, but still give him block, and he's a good piece to have in your team.
Yeah, it's definitely not the worst. But I might have been tempted to just skip the strength up and maybe go for utility, maybe even pick up leader. That would sound pretty nice to me.
Yeah, but still, you can't
Yeah, you
say
can
no to
turn
a
down.
strength up. You
I
can't do
mean, you
that.
can, but you shouldn't probably.
I think once he gets block, he's decent, but I don't think he needs any more skills than that, to be honest. Then he will get too bloated. But just to have a reliable strength
I
forward.
mean, just roll another strength up for the next level up, and then some edgy ups, and then you're good to go.
Strength 5, ag 5, blodge.
For all, obviously. Now, next up, we have Bear Goals taking home a win over the regular Rovers. That's a little unexpected.
Yeah.
And we are now at 4 Blitzers. I think Napoleon just got hired. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
I mean, Cornite is making it work, but I am a little bit surprised, to be honest.
Did crazy Igor level up?
Could be. Could be true. Let's take a look at the history. The catcher got the MVP. I guess Igor got a vanity pass.
Yeah.
And lots of SPP on both sides. Looks like it was an entertaining game.
Yeah.
16 SPP for the humans without scoring once. Not
That's
bad.
pretty decent. No, that's not bad at all.
But after all, the score counts. It's a win for the Kislev.
Yep.
Player died. I think it was just alignment for them. So nothing serious. And, well, they are now at 10 players. 1,320 TV.
Mm-hmm.
Team is coming along. Maybe a little bit early for the blitzer. For the fourth blitzer. Might have maybe been tempted to level Robin first before I get Napoleon. But blitzers are good pieces. As long as you can keep them alive.
You can never have in a Kislev team, you can never have enough diving tackle. Just leap into a cage with a bunch of people with diving tackle and see what happens.
Yeah, true, but do you think this team could compete against another 1,380 TV team?
No, that's gonna be a hard match, but still, it's fun though.
Yeah, fun is of course something that matters.
Yeah.
So, let's take a look at the regular Rovers. The thrower got block, which is sensible. Anything else you would have given the thrower?
Oh, I don't know. Depends a little bit, but how you use him. If you use him as a dedicated thrower, then maybe not. But if you use him kind of as an all-rounder, like use him to block as well and not keeping him in the back, then block is a good skill. On my thrower in my orc team, I wouldn't have given him block, but my thrower is more staying in the back, distributing the ball. So
Yeah.
it depends on his playstyle, but block is always a good skill, no matter.
Okay, I don't think anything else changed. Humid's team is still looking strong. I'm still a little
Yeah.
bit surprised this team didn't manage to bring home the win against the Kislev, but maybe the leaps just all worked. Then, what else do we have? Our Chandler Beats got a win against the Bilboku Bastard Eaters.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at Chandler Beats. It's the Amazon team. Don't think
Yeah.
anything changed here. Still looking
Um,
like a really annoying team to play against.
yeah. Bell got missed next game injury.
Yeah, very lean on the team value, as you like your Amazon teams.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like all the dodge was enough to take home the win against Dark Elves.
Yeah.
2 deaths on the Amazon side, but that was probably just Lion Woman from what I can see. He still has the full 150k and don't think any of the blitzers are new.
Yeah.
Again, lots of SPP for both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So let's take a look at the Poku Bastarditos, because they are ramping up in team value as well, 1460.
Oh wow.
That's not less. That's quite a mark there.
Yeah.
Still a free
Especially
top.
as it is its first season, but still.
Yeah, I mean, the two runners might be one reason for that.
Yeah.
But team is looking strong. 3 guard, 1 mighty blow. Still only 1 witch elf. But team is looking good.
It is. Just get blocked on that witch off.
Yeah, I think one of the blitzers got blotch.
Yeah.
Divnak the second, yes. That's a very sensible choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, team still looking strong.
It is. And 3 guards, that's always awesome. In a Dark Elf team.
Yeah, it's not easy to get, and they are kinda hard to keep alive.
Yeah.
But let's see here. North to Lucas Tricksters. What do we have here? The Dodge Wolf got agility busted.
Yeah. Just fire him.
I think that's very funny.
Just fire him.
Maybe, yeah, but he could get sidestep if there was another double.
Yeah, but still. Dodge is basically useless on an agility one. Wolfer. The only thing that it's good for, in my opinion, is when someone are blocking you.
I
If they
mean,
don't
he
have tackle.
could still get break tackle later in the development.
But it's such a huge investment. Just because of that dodge, I would. In the first place, I wouldn't have given him dodge, though. I would have given him diving tackle or something on a double. But yeah,
I mean, if you decide to give him dodge first, you might as well keep him around. I don't know. I think I've shown my opinion on that piece in particular earlier.
yeah,
Now, we got a draw here. Not much SPP for either sides. So let's take a look at our friends, where one of the bulls got most of the SPP, not enough to level. So the team is still looking very much the same.
yeah,
And really, not too much to say. I think it's a good point to pick up for the Chaos Warriors.
Chaos
Chaos
Dwarfs,
Dwarfs. Yeah, that's the
yeah.
word.
Especially with the bloated minotaur.
Yeah, but they do need to try to get some more SPP on the blockers, because that's the key to Chaos Dwarfs. And actually, they are sitting at 2-1-1, so rather impressive record.
Yeah, getting some guards, mighty blow, some claw on those blockers, and we have an awesome team.
That is true. So next up we have the Boro Boys. They got a 1-0 win over the Watch.
Mhm.
Looks like we decided to give Tommy Transport a mighty blow for his level.
Yeah, that's a decent choice. But you are the Lizardman expert. What would you give him?
I probably go with Tackle,
Tackle?
just
Okay.
because I prefer to be able to deal with dodge pieces, especially if you have Amazons or stuff like that coming up.
Yeah.
And since if he has Tackle, he can hunt down the armor value 7 like Gutter Runners or Amazons can knock them down easily, so he gets more SPP. And against the other teams, you're not getting kind of forced into blitzing with him, so you can level your other sources easier.
Yeah.
So that's my reasoning for going Tackle first. But Mighty Blow is a reasonable choice as well. Can't blame anyone for doing that.
Yeah.
Actually, for our statistics, it's not looking like a great game for the Lizards, but they brought it home, and I think they're now 4-0-0, aren't they?
Um.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yep.
And the Watch still not able to pick up anything, but at least we have some Mighty Blow and Guard now.
Yeah. Guard on lineman. That's good. Mighty blow on the Blitzers. That's
And we
also
again
good.
have 4 Black Orcs. That's also very nice.
Yeah.
And other than that, I'd still say to Alzir, keep waiting, keep on developing your team a little bit, and then you also will going to pick up results.
Yeah. And pick up a troll and a goblin as well.
Well, you might not want to do that, but
If you want to win, you don't do that. But if you want to have fun, you definitely do that.
And then the last game of the week is the Burnside Boogeyman losing to the Rebbl Universal. What are they called? Rebbl Monsters Universal. That's the way around. Artemis Black picking up the win. As we predicted, the more common and probably the better Necro build,
Yeah.
taking home a 2-1 win. Zombie got the MVP, so he leveled. Lugosi also got a lot of SPP, so that's the ghoul picking up block. That's
Yeah.
kind of nice. And we got a kick for the zombie. Also very sensible.
Yeah.
Really can't complain.
Yeah.
Might be
Good
time to
looking
pick
team
up the
list.
third reroll now. Since,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, I think that's pretty straightforward. And yeah, maybe try to feed one of the werewolves, touch them when you can to level them.
Yeah.
But team is looking good, and another win. That's also very nice.
Yeah.
Cause he's now, I believe, sitting at what do we have? 202. That's not too shabby. Right there in the
No.
middle.
Yeah.
Burnside Boogeyman, coached by Diosama. So I think the white leveled here. Also ghoul leveled. No, it was only the ghoul leveling. And he got
But
another
block
blotch
is a
ghoul.
good. Yeah.
Can't complain about that. I can complain for about having only one werewolf.
Yeah.
So I was not very surprised that without a werewolf, he lost to 2 werewolves.
Yeah, no. As I said last time, and I'll say it again, Werewolf is one of the better pieces in Blood Bowl. No, you
Indeed.
should have two of them.
So maybe once you get the second werewolf, you might also pick up some points. But the team is looking that bad. It's definitely could be able to take home a win next week.
Yeah.
So, other than that, leaderboard, Burrow Boy is alone at the top, followed by the Skaven Brets.
Mm-hmm.
Humans falling a little bit off, but one loss can be easily sustained. And we
Yeah.
have a bunch of teams in the middle, and sadly still the Orcs and the Necromantic at the bottom.
But the orcs are so undeveloped, only three level ups in total, so it's understandable that it's hard for them.
Yeah, very much so. So let's take a look at the next week's schedule. We have Rulers of Transylvania against the Burnside Boogeyman.
Mhm.
I think this could go either way. This is one matchup where the Necro probably have the favorable development,
Yeah,
and no, Vamps, it can go either way. If Bloodlust fires, it can go very wrong. If not, it goes great. Get the points. Never hard. It's always hard to predict how Vamps will do.
yeah. I think I'm gonna give this to Burnside Boogeyman.
See, I'm gonna say either or, so no draw here. Boro Boys against the Dirty Black Rats, and I said earlier, it would be nice to have some tackle to punish some gutter runners.
Yeah,
I mean, you can still do it with Mighty Blow, you just gotta hope you roll powers.
that's true.
I'm giving it to the Lizards here. I'm gonna trust by.
You're giving it to the Lizards.
Yes.
I'm gonna give it to the Skaven.
Yeah, let's see who is right
Two
next
movement
week.
and gutter runners, and no tackle on the Lizard. That should be the
Yeah, but still a bunch of block
should be the race.
sources, some Mighty Blow to kill some linemans. It's still not the worst matchup for Lizards. I don't think I need to ask you who's gonna win the next matchup, and I think I actually agree with you.
Yeah.
So that's that. Jungler beats against Monsters Universal. What do you
I'm
think?
gonna give it to the Jungle Beats.
Yeah, I think so as well. If I remember correctly, the Rebbl monsters didn't have much of tackle, and Amazons, they should be able to bring it home.
Yeah.
Bear goes against the Watch. Now, I think I have to give it to the Kislev here. Although, there might be some decent SPP in it for the Orcs.
You know what? I'm actually gonna say that the Orcs is going to not win this, but they're gonna make it a draw.
Yeah, I just don't see them really scoring against the Kislev.
No, but I think they will injure enough players to either hold the zero, or if they concede, there's gonna be so few Kismet left that he will be able to score one touchdown.
Well, we'll
That's my
see.
opinion. Yeah.
X-Men and Tides versus the Lucas Tricksters.
Ooh. Um. Hmm. I'm not sure here. Maybe the Lucas Tricksters because of all the block, but I'm not sure.
I'll
To be
say
honest.
I'm still rooting for the Nurgle. After missing a week, they will be hungry for blood and they will bring it home. Regular Rovers against the Bilboku Bastarditos. What do you think about the last match?
um, this could go either way, in my opinion. Um,
I'd say the
but then again,
humans won't lose 2 games in a row.
yeah, then
The,
again, the human team is looking really good, so
yeah, I'm giving it to the humans. You can't
I'm
keep the
gonna
regular Rovers down. They will come back.
I'm gonna say it's either a draw or the regular Rovers.
Well, folks, that's it. I hope you
Yeah,
guys enjoyed it. Again, Organized Crisis, thanks for being here.
thank you for
And
having me here.
yeah, very glad to have you. And let's see if we can hear Organized Crisis sing next week. See ya, guys.
See ya.